In the first half of this video, I am going to cover the level editor from the video game Shadow Switcher. I'll be reading from the instructions and trying to do a small tutorial. In the second half of the video, I will create 5 levels and try to play through them, and we'll see how that goes. This game contains a built-in level editor, which allows you to create your own levels. To use it, select Level Editor from the main menu, which I have done. Simply move the cursor around the screen using the joystick and press the fire button to place elements, walls, ladders, etc. The currently active element can be selected using the less than and greater than keys on your keyboard, or comma and period respectively. To delete an element, simply try placing the same element on the spot which you'd like to have the element deleted. So if you, let's see, let me move my cursor somewhere and hit the button, and button, and if I want to delete something, hit the button again to delete. Please note that you can keep the fire button pressed during drawing or erasing. Place robots on the screen using the number keys 1 through 6. So let's do that. I'm going to hit number 1, and notice how it has a little number 1 next to the robot. 2, let's see, 2, 3, you can put them on the same spot even. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have up to 6 robots on any given map. Change the position of an already placed robot simply by pressing the corresponding key again on a different location. Press the delete key to delete the robot at the current cursor position. So if I hit delete, bam, he's gone. Set the player start position using the P key. So I'm going to move to a position and then I'm going to press P. So that's your player position. To place the exit door, press the X key. So I'm going to move somewhere and press X. That's the exit key. And now I can move the exit wherever I want. And then it's also good to note that you can have multiple exits on a map. If you are not sure where to place the exit, press X again to change the cursor back to normal. Okay, so if you're going to hit X and you hit X again, it switches it back to normal. To change the level's colors, press F3, F5, and F7. So F3 switches your background, F5 switches the foreground color elements, the bricks color, and then F7 changes other elements like the exit, the ladder, and looks like the escalators. In order to test your level, press the T key and have a go. So if you hit T, so this is my level so far, what I've created, which is horrible. Don't worry if the player dies during testing, as you will be brought back to the editor instantly. Now, you can also, from here, you hit escape to exit the testing mode. Press L to load or S to save levels. So let's hit L. So you have to know the name of the game you're trying to load. Let's hit F1. It says F1 to show directory. So we have no levels on our disk. So after you're done, you would hit S to save the level. You'll be asked to enter a file name. To see what's already on the current disk, press F1. If you decide not to load or save a game after all, press Run Stop to go back to the editor. So if we're here, if we're hitting S to save the game and we change our mind, we just hit Run Stop and you go back. Using the C key, you can toggle the cursor speed to be faster or slower. So let's hit C. So that's going slower or faster. Okay, so you can speed up the cursor movement with the C key for cursor. Press G to turn the grid on and off. So watch this, G. If you want the grid, just hit G to toggle that. And if you'd like to create another level, press N and confirm with a yes to clear the screen. To leave the level editor, press Run Stop and you will be brought back to the main menu. And then you'll notice if you go back to the level editor, it remembers your settings. Please note you can always press F1 during editing to see a little help screen with all of these commands, and that's what I showed briefly earlier. If you hit F1, all of those commands or all those instructions, almost all of them are listed right here if you forget something. And then F1 to go back. So with that in mind, I'm going to press N to do a new map, and this erases what I have currently, and I'm going to click yes. And my goal here, I'm going to create the first level here. I'm going to walk you through how to do that. I'm going to hit G to turn the grid on. And then after that, I'm going to create a few more levels, and we'll have a go at playing them. Okay, so I'm going to press fire to draw some walls at different places on the map. And this is the creative part. This is the hard part of any game, actually. I'm going to use the less than, greater than to move the bottom left selection. I'm going to select that ladder. And I'm going to draw a ladder right at the end of this. That would get you elevated up to there. And then let's try maybe an escalator. I'm going to hit the greater than. And we'll do an escalator character. I call them escalator. I don't know what they're supposed to be called, but that's kind of what they do. And let's draw some more walls. So I'm going to go left, less than. Draw a little box right here. And then on this position, I'm going to do a door. So greater than. And then I'll put not the key, but maybe the last, I'll put the last ring in here. Maybe a couple of rings. And then over here, let's put the key over here, greater than, push the fire button. And let's put a robot, let's see, where should I put a robot? Maybe right here. Hit number 1 key, put a robot there. Put a robot here, number 2 key. Let's do the lightning. Let's do that like right here, just to make it a little more difficult. We'll do so I'm going to press greater than, put the lightning right here. And let's put some more rings. Oops. Let's be generous. See, this is too easy. This might be too easy. Let's hit T to test. Let me see, do I have everything? I need an exit door, huh? Let's do our exit right here. Press X. Press the fire key to drop it. And before I do the test, let's draw the disappearing bricks. Right there, and maybe right here, and put one here. And then I like to draw the vines. I'm going to call these the vines because they're just elements that add character to the level, but it doesn't impede the character's progress. And then let's draw the fake bricks in a couple of places just for the same reason. And now let's do a test. T to test. Oh, okay. I can't go up with the, I put a brick, I put that piece right there, so to escape to go back. Let's draw a escalator character right there. Less than, plus our fire button to put it there. T to test. Let's get these rings. I have the sound turned down a little. Let me turn it up. So I don't have right now, let's see, if I go through the wall. Got the key. These rings. I can't go through the wall onto the right side. So now I have the key, I can go through, press the button. But I don't have a way to get up to that exit, do I? Let's see, go down here. There we go. Okay, that's one level completed. So I'm going to press S. Let's call it maybe user 01. And it's saving right now. Now I'm going to press N to do a new level, which will blank this one out, and we'll say yes. And I'm going to design a few levels here, and I'll probably fast forward this part. Alright, now that I have 5 levels created, that took me an hour to do. It was a lot of fun though, and it's amazing how good this level editor is. I'm going to play the game using the user levels, and you do that by selecting user levels, and then select start the game. I made my levels too hard. Alright, off to level 2. My level 2 is hard. Not impossible, just difficult. Oh, there it is. So that was fun to create that level. I forgot on this one. I forgot to move my player 1 position. So I start off in a weird spot. This one's like really hard too. I don't think I'll be able to complete it. We'll see. I know how to do it, it's just a matter of execution. I know what I can do. There we go. Oh, fried right at the end. So you have to escape through. So in this last segment, I decided to go ahead and load level 4 of my user-created level and try to play through it just to show it off a little bit. And then I go ahead and I load level 5 of my user-created maps and play that. I had to do it this way because for time constraints, I wasn't able to even complete level 3 in the time that I had. But it was fun making these maps and trying them out. But that is the level editor. It's very, very fun to play around with and create your own user levels. For Shadow Switcher, it's a game by Dr. Wuro, and the link is in the description of the video, and thanks for watching.